Daily Horoscope Analysis for Virgo June 6, 2025 General Overview. As we step into June 6, 2025, Virgo natives find themselves at a cosmic intersection of precision and possibility. Mercury, your ruling planet, has recently shifted into Cáncer, bringing emotional intelligence to your typically analytical approach. This planetary placement encourages you to balance your methodical nature with newfound intuitive awareness. The day's Pisces moon creates a fascinating tension with your Virgo sensibilities, opening a portal between practicality and spiritual insight. The morning begins under a powerful Sun-Saturn trine, with the Sun in Gemini forming a harmonious aspect to Saturn in Aquarius. For you, meticulous Virgo, this creates a stable foundation for implementing systems while remaining open to innovation. Your natural organizational talents receive cosmic enhancement, allowing you to apply structure to even your most ambitious ideas. Planetary influences, the most significant aspect affecting you today, is Mercury's sextile to Mars in Taurus. This configuration particularly benefits Virgos, creating a perfect balance between thoughtful analysis and decisive action. You'll find yourself communicating with unusual clarity and conviction throughout the day. Ideas that have been percolating in your mind now find practical expression through your words and actions. Venus in Gemini forms a challenging square with Neptune in Pisces, creating a dreamy overlay to the day's practical matters. For Virgos, this presents both challenge and opportunity. Your desire for clear boundaries and defined outcomes meets cosmic energies that blur the lines between reality and possibility. The key is not to fight this influence, but to allow it to soften your sometimes rigid expectations. Jupiter's expansive presence in Gemini activates your career sector, bringing opportunities for professional growth that align with your authentic interests rather than conventional paths. Meanwhile, Pluto's transformative retrograde in Aquarius invites deep reconsideration of health routines and daily habits that no longer serve your evolution. Morning energy, 6 a.m. 12 p.m., the day's early hours carry exceptional productive potential. The Mercury-Mars sextile peaks during this timeframe, creating ideal conditions for tackling complex projects requiring both detailed analysis and decisive implementation. Your communication skills are particularly sharp. Use this window for important conversations, presentations, or putting your thoughts into writing. Your analytical abilities receive cosmic enhancement during these hours. This is premier time for problem solving, especially issues that have resisted previous attempts at resolution. The practical earth energy of your Virgo Sun harmonizes beautifully with the determined Taurus influence of Mars, creating a grounded approach that yields tangible results. Though productivity flows naturally, be mindful of Neptune's subtle influence, which could manifest as momentary confusion or overthinking. Combat this by establishing clear priorities for the morning and breaking larger projects into manageable steps, a strategy that plays to your Virgo strengths. Afternoon transitions, 12 p.m. 6 p.m. As the day progresses, the lunar energy shifts as the Pisces moon squares Venus in Gemini. For you, practical Virgo, this creates an interesting dynamic between work obligations and personal relationships. You may feel pulled between duty and connection, between what needs to be done and who needs your attention. This afternoon brings opportunities for collaborative breakthroughs, especially in settings where different perspectives come together. Jupiter's expansive influence in your career sector supports professional networking and connections that expand your horizons. An unexpected conversation could reveal pathways previously unconsidered. Your natural Virgo adaptability serves you well during these hours. While you typically prefer clearly defined parameters, today's flowing energy rewards flexibility. Consider this a cosmic invitation to loosen your grip on predetermined outcomes and remain open to serendipitous developments, particularly in professional contexts. Evening reflections, 6 p.m. midnight. As day transitions to evening, Pluto's transformative energy activates your sector of health and daily routines. This evening presents perfect conditions for reconsidering habits that may no longer support your well-being. The planetary alignment supports releasing perfectionist tendencies that create unnecessary stress, a pattern many Virgos struggle to break. The Moon-Neptune conjunction later tonight brings intuitive insights that complement your analytical nature. Your dreams may carry significant messages, and your subconscious mind becomes more accessible. Before sleep, consider journaling to capture impressions and ideas that bubble up from deeper levels of awareness. This evening also supports meaningful conversations with close friends or partners. The Pisces moon in your relationship sector opens channels for emotional understanding that transcends your usual communication patterns. Allow yourself to express not just thoughts, but feelings, a vulnerability that strengthens rather than weakens your connections. Love and relationships in matters of the heart. Today's Venus in Gemini brings intellectual stimulation to your romantic sphere. For partnered Virgos, conversations about future aspirations create deeper bonds of understanding. Mercury's favorable aspect supports articulating feelings that you might typically keep to yourself. Take advantage of this cosmic support to express appreciation for those you care about. Single Virgos may find themselves attracted to people who stimulate their minds and share values around growth and self-improvement. The Pisces moon adds a touch of romantic idealism to your practical nature, allowing you to see potential in connections that might otherwise seem improbable. Remain open to meeting people through intellectual or educational pursuits. For all Virgos, regardless of relationship status, today's Uranus influence brings unexpected insights about relationship patterns. You may suddenly recognize a behavioral tendency that has been invisible to you before. This awareness brings freedom and choice. Remember that your tendency toward criticism can be softened today with the compassionate energy of the Pisces moon. Both self-criticism and judgment of others can transform into constructive feedback and genuine caring. Career and finances professionally, June 6th presents significant opportunities for recognition and advancement. Saturn's stabilizing presence supports long-term planning and commitment to excellence. Your natural attention to detail receives cosmic enhancement, allowing you to identify inefficiencies that others might overlook. This is an excellent day for quality control, editing, or refining projects that require precision. Financially, Uranus in Taurus continues to revolutionize your approach to security and resources. You might receive unexpected news about an investment or opportunity today. While your careful Virgo nature typically avoids risk, the cosmic alignment suggests that calculated innovation in your financial strategy could yield positive results. The North Node in Aries activates your sector of shared resources, suggesting that collaborative ventures have strong potential now. Your meticulous planning abilities make you a valuable team member, and today's energy supports stepping into leadership roles that showcase these strengths. Consider how your organizational talents could benefit group endeavors, particularly those involving resource management or systematic improvement. Health and wellness physically, Mars brings healthy energy to your routine today. Your body craves movement and activity, making this an excellent day to recommit to exercise habits. The Earth-Water balance between your Virgo Sun and the Pisces Moon suggests activities connecting you with nature would be particularly beneficial. Consider walking in natural settings, gardening, or bringing more plants into your indoor spaces. Digestive health, always a focus area for Virgo, receives positive cosmic support today. The Mercury-Jupiter aspect encourages mindful eating and proper nutrition. Pay attention to how different foods affect your energy and mood. Small adjustments to your diet could yield significant benefits for your overall well-being. Hydration is especially important under the Pisces moon influence. Water intake will help clear both body and mind. Mentally and emotionally, Neptune brings attention to the mind-body connection. Stress management techniques that acknowledge this relationship will be particularly effective today. Consider practices that integrate physical movement with mental focus, such as yoga, tai chi, or mindful walking. The Pisces moon supports releasing perfectionist tendencies that may contribute to anxiety. Remind yourself that progress, not perfection, is the goal. Personal growth and spirituality, today, offers a unique opportunity for spiritual growth through practical action. The Saturn-Uranus aspect supports building stable structures that allow for authentic self-expression. You may feel drawn to organizing your physical space in ways that better reflect your inner values. This external ordering creates space for internal clarity, a principle that resonates deeply with your Virgo essence. Your capacity for discernment, seeing what's essential versus what's extraneous, is highlighted under today's stars. This skill extends beyond physical organization to relationships and commitments. You're supported in making clear assessments about where to invest your energy and what needs release. The Pisces moon softens this process with compassion, allowing necessary changes without harsh judgment. The Neptune influence invites exploration of the balance between surrender and control. Your sign's tendency toward perfectionism meets Pisces' acceptance of imperfection and flow. This creates fertile ground for insights about the nature of control and the wisdom of sometimes letting go. Meditation practices would be particularly beneficial today, helping you access the quiet wisdom beneath your active analytical mind. Creative expression Virgos often express creativity through practical channels, and today's cosmic alignments strongly support this tendency. Mercury enhances your ability to communicate ideas clearly and elegantly. If you write, teach, or communicate professionally, you'll find words flowing with unusual grace and precision. Your ability to explain complex concepts in accessible ways is particularly strong. The Venus-Neptune aspect adds inspiration to your practical creativity. You may find yourself drawn to beauty in unexpected places or see artistic potential in everyday objects. This is an excellent day for design, organization, or any field requiring both aesthetic sensitivity and functional awareness. Even in purely practical tasks, you'll find satisfaction in bringing order and harmony to your environment. Jupiter's influence expands creative thinking beyond usual boundaries. You might surprise yourself with innovative solutions to long-standing problems or find yourself exploring new forms of expression. The key is maintaining Virgo discernment while allowing your imagination more freedom than usual. This balance creates potential for practical magic, workable solutions that also bring joy and inspiration. Social connections socially. Today's energies support meaningful one-on-one interactions rather than large gatherings. Mercury activates your sector of community and friendship, but with a selective quality. You're drawn to depth rather than breadth in connections. Conversations exploring ideas, shared interests, or mutual growth will be particularly satisfying. The Pisces moon highlights relationship dynamics, making this an excellent day to strengthen bonds with close friends, partners, or family members. Your capacity for empathetic listening is enhanced, allowing you to understand others' perspectives with unusual clarity. This creates opportunities for resolving misunderstandings or deepening connections through genuine understanding. Uranus brings potential for surprising encounters or unexpected revelations in your social circle. You might connect with someone who challenges your thinking in productive ways or receive an invitation that opens new doors. While your nature typically prefers the familiar, today's cosmic alignments reward stepping slightly outside your comfort zone in terms of social engagement. Daily wisdom for Virgo. Today's message centers on integration, bringing together seemingly opposite qualities into a harmonious whole. Your analytical precision meets intuitive understanding. Your practical nature encounters spiritual insight. Your self-reliance balances with meaningful connection. Rather than seeing these as contradictions, today's stars support recognizing them as complementary aspects of your complex self. Your keywords for June 6, 2025 are refinement, integration, discernment, and growth. Carry these concepts with you throughout the day as touchstones for navigating decisions and interactions. Remember that your greatest strength lies not just in your celebrated attention to detail, but in your capacity to see how those details contribute to the larger whole. As the day concludes, acknowledge the progress made, both externally in tasks and internally in personal evolution. The stars align to support your natural journey toward improvement and excellence, while also reminding you that perfection is found not in flawlessness, but in wholeness, embracing all aspects of yourself with the same careful attention you naturally bring to everything you do. On June 6, 2025, the cosmic configuration presents a particularly noteworthy day for Virgos when examining the planetary positions. The Sun resides firmly in Gemini, illuminating your 10th house of career and public reputation. This placement casts a spotlight on your professional endeavors, potentially bringing recognition from authority figures or creating opportunities to showcase your organizational talents. Your ruling planet Mercury likely positions itself in late Gemini, creating a powerful analytical energy that enhances your natural precision and attention to detail. This Mercury placement amplifies your communication abilities specifically within professional contexts, making this an excellent day for presentations, important meetings, or career negotiations. Jupiter also travels through Gemini in your career sector, expanding opportunities and potentially bringing a stroke of good fortune to work-related matters. This Jupiter-Mercury combination in your career house creates a rare window of opportunity where your methodical approach aligns perfectly with expansion possibilities. Meanwhile, Venus likely occupies the early degrees of Cáncer, moving through your 11th house of social connections and future aspirations. This softens your sometimes critical nature and helps you connect with colleagues and friends who can support your professional goals. Mars in Leo energizes your 12th house of the subconscious and hidden matters, suggesting that behind-the-scenes work may prove particularly productive today. You might find yourself drawing on intuitive insights rather than your typical analytical process. Saturn continues its journey through Aries in your 8th house of shared resources and transformation, requiring disciplined attention to financial matters, especially those involving partnerships or institutional funding. This Saturn placement demands accountability, but also helps you structure these complicated areas of life. The outer planets create an interesting backdrop as well. Uranus in Taurus continues to revolutionize your 9th house of higher learning and philosophy, perhaps bringing unexpected insights or unusual educational opportunities. Neptune in Aries may create some foggy conditions around shared financial matters, suggesting you should verify all details twice. Pluto's transformative energy in Aquarius impacts your 6th house of daily work and health routines, continuing a long-term restructuring of how you approach efficiency and wellness. The Moon, depending on its exact position in either late Pisces or early Aries, is either completing its journey through your partnership sector or beginning to illuminate financial entanglements. This lunar position adds emotional context to either relationship dynamics or resource management. For Virgos specifically, this planetary arrangement creates a day where your natural analytical abilities are heightened, especially when applied to professional matters, while simultaneously asking you to incorporate more intuition into your typically methodical approach. The concentration of planets in your career sector suggests focusing your meticulous energy on advancement opportunities, while remaining mindful of the Saturn-influenced need for proper structure in financial partnerships. On June 6, 2025, Virgo's communicative landscape appears particularly dynamic as Mercury, your ruling planet, forms an auspicious trine with Jupiter in the early morning hours. This cosmic configuration enhances your already detail-oriented mind with an expanded vision that allows your thoughts to soar beyond their usual practical boundaries. Your words carry additional weight today, particularly in professional settings where your analytical insights will be recognized for their depth and foresight rather than just their precision. There's a rare fluidity to your expression that others will find both compelling and persuasive. The Mercury-Jupiter trine supports presentations, important discussions, and any situation requiring you to articulate complex ideas with clarity and confidence. This isn't merely about speaking well, it's about being truly heard and understood. The universe is amplifying your voice in ways that may surprise even you. Digital communications also receive a boost, making this an excellent day for crafting important emails, updating your social media presence, or engaging in virtual meetings. Your words on screen carry the same enhanced power as your spoken ones. Meanwhile, the moon in Leo occupies your 12th house of subconscious patterns, adding intuitive undertones to your typically logical communication style. This gives you access to creative wells you might normally overlook. Your communications benefit from storytelling elements that engage others on an emotional level, not just an intellectual one. For Virgos who write, today offers particularly fertile ground for projects requiring both precision and imagination. A subtle square between Mercury and Neptune suggests watching for moments where you might over-explain or become needlessly detailed. Your usual gift for precision could occasionally veer into perfectionism that muddles your message rather than clarifies it. When you feel yourself spiraling into excessive analysis, pause and reconnect with the core message you wish to convey. The Venus-Mars conjunction in your 9th house amplifies your capacity to communicate across differences, whether cultural, intellectual, or philosophical. You'll find yourself particularly adept at building bridges through conversation, making this an excellent day for negotiations requiring mutual understanding. This position also enhances your ability to learn from others whose perspectives differ from your own. Listen as much as you speak today, as unexpected insights may arrive through dialogues that challenge your viewpoints. If you've been hesitating to address a sensitive subject with someone close to you, the supportive aspects to your communication sector suggest this is an opportune moment for that conversation. Your capacity to blend honesty with empathy is heightened, allowing you to navigate difficult topics with both clarity and compassion. For Virgos working in fields requiring public speaking, teaching, or other forms of verbal performance, today marks a particularly favorable window. Your delivery contains a magnetic quality that holds attention and inspires trust. Preparation still matters. This cosmic support enhances your natural abilities, but doesn't replace the need for thoroughness that is your hallmark. By afternoon, the moon forms a flowing trine to Mercury, further harmonizing your emotional intelligence with your analytical mind. This alignment helps you read between the lines in conversations, sensing unspoken needs and responding appropriately. Pay attention to nonverbal cues, as they may reveal more than words today. Written communications benefit from an extra review before sending, not because of potential errors, which you're naturally vigilant about, but to ensure your authentic voice shines through the technical precision. Your tendency toward modesty sometimes leads you to downplay your insights, but today's energy supports claiming your expertise with quiet confidence. Digital messages sent today have staying power, so craft them with awareness of their potential extended impact. For those Virgos engaged in creative writing, journaling, or other forms of self-expression, the day's energy supports profound insights emerging through the writing process itself. Don't just write what you already know, write to discover what you think. The pen can be an instrument of revelation today. Communications regarding health matters are particularly well supported, whether you're explaining symptoms to a healthcare provider or articulating wellness plans to others. Your natural affinity for health topics combines with enhanced expressiveness to make you an effective advocate for well-being, yours or others. As evening approaches, Saturn's influence from your partnership sector reminds you of the importance of boundaries in communication. Being articulate doesn't mean you must explain everything or justify your positions exhaustively. There's power in thoughtful silence and in reserving certain thoughts for yourself alone. The key to maximizing today's communicative potential lies in balancing your meticulousness with trust in your intuitive understanding. Allow yourself to speak from both knowledge and inspiration, blending the Virgoan gifts of precision with the cosmic invitation toward expansiveness. As Mercury dances through your communication sector on June 6th, Virgo, your financial acumen is particularly sharp. You're noticing patterns in expenditure that others miss, giving you a distinct advantage in budgeting conversations. The subtle Mercury-Jupiter trine forming today amplifies your ability to articulate financial needs and negotiate better terms on existing agreements. This isn't just about penny pinching, it's about strategic resource allocation. With Uranus activating your ninth house of expansion, unexpected financial opportunities may arrive through international connections or educational pursuits. Perhaps it's time to explore that certification or course that could elevate your earning potential. Saturn's position in Pisces continues to stabilize your partnership sector, suggesting collaborative ventures hold serious profit potential today. A business alliance that seemed casual might suddenly present lucrative possibilities. The Scorpio moon intensifies your analytical abilities, making this an excellent day to review investments or restructure debt. You're particularly adept at spotting hidden fees or overlooked tax advantages today. Jupiter's influence expands your eighth house of shared resources, potentially bringing unexpected windfalls through inheritances, grants, or partners' income. This isn't about gambling or risk-taking, it's about recognizing value where others see none. Venus forms a supportive aspect to your career house, suggesting that financial rewards may come through reputation enhancement or recognition from authority figures. Your methodical approach to workplace challenges hasn't gone unnoticed. Consider reaching out to financial mentors. Today, Neptune's position makes you unusually receptive to subtle financial guidance. The day holds particular promise for passive income streams. Check on those investments you've neglected, or consider how your specialized knowledge might generate automated revenue. Your financial intuition peaks between 3 to 5 p.m., making this the optimal window for important money decisions. While not dramatic, today's planetary configurations suggest steady financial improvement through methodical planning rather than bold moves. The seeds planted today in your financial garden will yield harvest precisely because you're attending to details others dismiss as insignificant. Pay particular attention to recurring subscriptions and automated payments. There's money to be saved through careful review of these seemingly minor expenses. Mercury's position also enhances your ability to communicate value, making this an excellent day to negotiate rates for services or request compensation adjustments. June 6, 2025, presents Virgo with several fortunate areas worth exploring. With Mercury, your ruling planet, forming a harmonious trine to Jupiter in your ninth house, intellectual pursuits and knowledge expansion become your primary zones of good fortune. This is a day when your analytical mind can absorb information at an impressive rate, making it perfect for studies, research, or diving into subjects that have always intrigued you, but you haven't had time to explore properly. The universe is literally opening doors to wisdom and higher understanding for you today. The moon will be transiting through your 11th house of social networks and collective endeavors, bringing fortunate connections through friends and associates. Pay attention to casual conversations. They could contain valuable insights or opportunities. A seemingly random introduction at a gathering could lead to a meaningful collaboration or friendship that serves your long-term goals. Group activities, especially those revolving around